Here working on Beanhead, and before we can even get to start combine notes, I know we ended a long, rough year last year. I didn't quite realize how bad it was getting. These little fingers that we're replacing, they actually pull the grain and stock and everything up into what they call the feeder house so it can get ran into the combine. And it looks like we were missing 5 out of 8. So that's a good number. Whoops. Well, this year's going to go better. So I'm in here putting these in, and yeah, I knew we were missing a bunch, and just everything was so tough last year, but we were also combining right before Thanksgiving, combining beans, so it just shows you nothing last year went as planned. But hey, it's 2022 and things are going to go better, and yeah, here we go. It's 6:16 in the morning, gorgeous morning here in Minnesota, and I gonna shut that truck off in a little bit here. I just got done trucking. Now I got to switch gears and make that combine right there. Harvest oats, which is something I've never done before. And what I'm quickly finding out, neither has a lot of farmers. So I am going to grab the manuals and start learning how to set a combine up, combining oats. We're going to see what the 1992 engineers from John Deere had to say about that, where to set everything. And it's a little nerve-wracking because I had some misfits with that combine last fall, and actually just even on the way home, it was giving me a little bit of misfits. Well, yesterday I was working on it, working on the head, so I'm hoping we're good to go there. I'm hoping it all goes well, but it might not. And if it doesn't go well, we're going to work through it. But yeah, that's the adventure for today. Make that combine oats with that head up there that I put a whole bunch of parts in here. I don't know, we're going to see how this goes. You know, looking at this footage is so much fun because I shot this like 7-8 months ago, but I remember this day so vividly because I was a nervous wreck. Okay, we have 2 major problems going on right now. Problem number 1, I have a combine that doesn't always like to run. So that's problem number 1. And so you see me here, I'm changing out the fuel filters. I am cleaning the screen on the bottom of the fuel tank. I am cleaning the vent tube because this thing choked out on fuel on me. It died twice on me a day or 2 previous to this on the side of the road. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't have this thing die on me in the middle of the field. And so going through, like I said, replace fuel filters, the suction screen on the bottom of the fuel tank, and also clean the vent, trying to figure out why did this thing choke out on me. Honestly, I don't think I figured it out that day. I think I figured it out later in fall, but that's a whole nother video for another day. My experience with combines isn't really that good, and so as you see me going back and forth, believe me when I tell you this day, I was a nervous wreck. What you don't see behind the scenes in this camera angle is I am making a bunch of adjustments to the machine. You can make a bunch of adjustments in the cab, but then there's times you actually have to get out and make adjustments in the rear portion of the combine, kind of manually. And so it all goes back to no one in my family has ever combined oats. I'm not even the guy to even reference combining oats. Me and combines in general don't really have a really good track record. Last year was rough. Fall of 2021 was rough. 2022, later on, we'll call that the redemption tour because things went a lot better. The big fear you have in farming is, especially when it comes to combines, is you can run the product and then run it out the back end of the combine and then throw it all on the ground. There's a million things I'm worried about today, and then finally we make a good pass across the field. So this day, this time, I was a nervous wreck. It's really fun looking at it a couple months later, just going, you know, this might not turn out all bad. So, gotta wait and find out. we are working on the very last pass of this oats field, and it's not like it was anything over spectacular other than I've never combined oats before. I really don't have the last 10 years a whole lot of time in a combine. It's always been more semi-loader, spreader, tractor, different stuff like that. Usually I was hauling the grain from the combine to the elevator, and so pretty neat feeling. Never combined oats before. Really couldn't find anyone in the nearby family that had either to like kind of pick their brain. Martin, a friend of mine, was over today giving me some pointers. But yeah, just really neat feeling as we're closing or coming to an end here, closing in on the end. The other thing that's kind of neat, this combine here has got nicknamed Combine number 2, which then got referred to Duke, and then when it started acting up, it got referred to as Duker. And so the running joke we had was, okay, is it in Duker status or just Duke status today? Because they're two totally different statuses. Well, the cool thing, even though we have a little bit of shenanigans earlier in the week bringing it home, came to a stop sign and she just died on me. So I'm going to go out and see if that wiring harness fell off, because I'm hoping that's it right now, because she won't restart. The really neat thing is this thing hasn't missed a beat all day. It's been running really, really well. And I knew towards the end of last year I was getting some things sorted out on it, but I have 3 different wiring harnesses, just homemade wiring harnesses, making different functions work on this thing. This thing hasn't missed a beat. It's been great. That was the thing that was a little nerve-wracking. Here coming up here. Not only have I never planted oats before, you can see half the field's laid over, which means instead of standing straight up, it's off to the side from wind damage. It's kind of part of it. And then I had a combine that I didn't know it was going to be a Duke or Duker status. You know, I guess this could have been either one. Luckily, today, Duke status. It is not missing a beat. It is running really well. Other than off my temp gauge here, I can tell I'm going to have to blow out the radiator. Nothing too crazy, but just a neat feeling. So, end of the day, it's official. I'm an oat farmer now. Well, it's been a long day, but sitting here in the combine cab, super thrilled. We at 2 o'clock this afternoon, this looked pretty bleak. It did not look like this was going to happen. But sitting here tonight at 8:50 at night, Adam just took off with the grain cart. Dylan's going to give me a ride back to the shop. We'll come back in the morning, package everything up, get it out of here. But just driving out of the field, just in a great mood. Super thrilled we got this done. Like I said, 2 o'clock, it didn't look too bleak. 2 o'clock, it didn't look too good. It looked pretty bleak that we weren't going to do this. I woke up this morning at 1 o'clock in the morning, got a bunch of trucking done, was back to the shop by 6-ish, right in there, 6:15. And been working on this ever since. The combine was nowhere near ready to go this morning at all, but I kept working on it and got it. And you know what? Sometimes in life, that's just the way it goes. You just keep swinging. And I got up here about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and to honestly be done at 6 o'clock at night, nice little 6-hour journey, not too bad. So very thrilled. I'm gonna go take a long hot shower and go to bed, but oh my gosh, so happy, just so thrilled. And the main thing, combine's running perfect.